Are you looking for another splash here at Gagliard? Oh my lord.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Hello.
I'm Gags.
I'm Dunsey.
Oh, we're here another edition, bright and early. We got early start on it today.
Early start of Mulligan's Island.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the island.
Yep, we had a chilly day and
It was chilly, especially for those of us that went out for the early round,
Yeah.
but it warmed up nicely.
yeah, Morano did call us soft though.
Yeah, he did.
He said, you guys are soft, suck it up. Even though we didn't suck it up because we must have been too soft for the first week of golf. But never mind. Anyway, nothing much changed. We have some interesting wildlife stuff today, right?
Oh yeah, I got a real nice wildlife scene.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of goes along with our turtle from last week.
Yeah, yep.
Some interesting shots were made yesterday by several people. Some of that we have on film or on video. We could start off talking about my shot on the first hole.
Okay.
Okay, so I
You
get up
drilled
there.
it. You just mollywopped it.
I measured it, went down the hill, 213 yards.
Shh. You're not supposed to hit it over 200 yards.
I only do that once every month.
Every 3 weeks when you play on the lakes and it goes down the
and
hill.
it goes down the hill, if I can get it that far. Anyway, I've got a nice, it was like in between an 8 and a 7. I decided I'm going to hit a 7 because it's
Seven and a
first
half.
swing.
Yeah, the 7.5 iron.
And I sculled it, and it went over the little curve and then cut off to the right. And this is where it ended up. You see that little island right there? That's where the ball bounced onto. So you see the island behind it. That's where I had to put my right foot with my left foot on the bank.
Oh boy.
It was crazy. So I'm like aiming this way but with my feet, but the green's over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit it, and I kind of got it halfway in between them. And
How come the good golfers don't ever have stories like
chipped
this?
up and 2-putt for a 6 and got beat by Dave Batts for the first time that day.
Mikey, we might have solved a little issue with Golf League Network software. Now, we might have.
Right.
It's still in its beginning stages, but there's always been an issue when a new golfer comes in, not a sub that has a handicap, but a brand new golfer to our league. So, Mike wrote an email.
Yep.
What'd they tell you?
They told me that there is a override handicap box when you're on the score entry sheet, which you guys probably never look at the score entry sheet, but I use it every week to put in the scores. And there's a little box on there that I thought was for changing someone's handicap for whatever reason. As it turns out, for a new sub, they say that we can put in their handicap. So we're going to have a new sub. He's a new sub. He's got a handicap in a different league. And we're going to see, we're going to figure it out today, hopefully, if we can put his
instead of
handicap
you automatically losing to the sub.
in. Right.
Because he plays as a scratch golfer. We're going to try this and see how it works. And if it works, great. If not, we'll can it. All right. And one other problem, and I just want to bring it up. I feel bad about this, Mike. I really feel bad. Jack Kuchar came up to me on the second hole yesterday, very distraught.
Oh, no. What happened?
Says, Jim, I need your help. I'm like, oh, man, he's like, does he need a couch brought out, or I got to go pick up some firewood? He told me that even with the help of his granddaughter, he was not able to view Mulligan's Island last week.
Oh, no. Unbelievable.
This is family viewing. It's like back when we watched Bonanza and Noki the Clown.
He said he watches it with his family, doesn't he?
He brings it up on his phone, hits the button, and I'll be damned if it didn't start up. So, Jack, if you don't get it again, let us know.
Yep.
We do not want this to happen again, do we?
Yep.
Ever.
All
right.
And tell your granddaughter that all she has to do is push the button.
Yeah, push the button. Well, Mike, nothing new at the top.
No. Actually, we do have a tie at the top now.
Okay.
But we had one, and speaking of ties, we only had one tie yesterday. Mm-hmm. It was Joy and Moser tied with Rapson and Scheibel.
Oh, Jimbo.
Yeah. We had 3 close matches. Doesn't really matter, that the 22-18 ones.
They don't count. Don't matter.
But we had 3 beatdowns of the week.
Tie?
3 of those beatdown of the week.
Take it away, Mikey.
A three-way tie. Paffhausen and Radgens beat Dozy and Morano 26-14. Have we heard about that?
Johnny was, oh my God, he was mad on a wet end.
He says, I'm so tired of losing to the same people all the time. Well, you only play them once a year.
Jeez, oh, Peach, man. You're soft, Johnny. Come on, suck it up.
O'Neill and Yoquinto beat Fry and Webb 26-14.
Oh, that poor bastard.
And Brunken Miller beat Musson and JVH 26-14.
No Woodford going yesterday?
You know,
Swing Lube?
Freddie Brunk came off of Hacker of the Week and took it to him, apparently.
Whack! Whack! James, you got whooped.
Individual beatdowns. Dan Smith tried really hard.
He tried.
For the individual beatdown, but then he ended up winning the 8th hole, which got him up to 4 points. And,
you had a chance, Smitty.
Yeah. Jim Ryan tried really hard. He only got 4 points.
Yeah, but he called, texted you and bitching about it, right?
Oh, because Ron Boss, who beat me up last week, beat him up.
And you said to Ryan, well, it's kind of like when I played you the first week, right?
I played Ryan the first week.
Suck it up, Buttercup. You're soft. Johnny's words, not mine.
As it turns out, it was Doug Ellenwood. Doug Ellenwood. Who did he play? I don't even remember.
The other team.
But he got beat.
The other team.
17-3.
He got beat?
Yeah. Dougie.
So they're like coming out of the starting gate a little slower than they did last year, right?
Yes.
Yes. A lot of time. We got, 15 weeks to go?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of time. Hey, speaking of JVH, struggling a little bit yesterday. Cam Miller sent you a video, which, Cam, thank you. Everybody pay attention to what Cam did here.
Yep.
It helps us out. Go ahead, Mike. Tell them what happened.
So, Cam sent me this video, which I don't know where and what it happened. Maybe we can figure it out by watching it. Let's take a look.
Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's too? Yeah, I like that. All right. Is that just going to the... Okay, camera's rolling. All right, I'm gonna take an unplayable.
That was gutsy to hit the first shot.
Yeah, the playable lie might have been the right decision before you hit that shot.
Right. Then he went learning. The learning curve was a little bit.
Yeah.
And now we gotta go, I guess. Right? Gotta go, I guess.
Drop.
Oh, JVH. What in the world were you thinking? James wasn't the only guy that struggled with yourself with hitting in the water, was there, Mike?
No.
There was a lot of people that struggled.
Yeah.
Anybody else you know of?
Well, maybe one of the reasons that Rana was complaining so much is because Dozy on the very first hole hit two balls into the water. Two.
Team cupped it, didn't he?
Yep. And he took an X.
On the first hole? Oh, it's not a good day. Pack your shit and go. It's all done. It can only get worse.
Johnny's been bitching lately about it. People taking X's. He says, that's just giving up. Well, I ain't giving up. You take an X when you're out of the hole.
First hole, his partner.
X.
Boom.
Let's talk about low gross scores. Let's talk about who played well. Doug Ward shot 42.
Shocker.
Ron Boss shot 43 with a 12 handicap.
That's coming flying down.
And that's what Ryan was complaining about. Rapson shot 43. And Bartnicki, Horton, Liziness, and Moondrose all shot 45. So those were good scores for the Lakes. Low nets, of course, Ron Boss. Low net with a 31.
It's going to be a habit here.
Dennis Lukasic, who comes out of nowhere to sub for his first time.
Yep.
Low net of 33.
Holy smokies.
And Bonder and Liziness had a net score of 35. There's always somebody that doesn't do so well. And guess what? Very often, their name comes up twice. And when we're talking about their actual score, we call them the Hacker of the Week.
Take it away, Mikey.
Doug Ellenwood.
Dougie.
Yeah.
What is going on, man?
He shot 54 on the Lakes.
Go back to bowling.
54.
How many? 5-4.
5-4 for a
Not
net.
4-5.
For a net 46.
Five.
No, his net was 4-6. Yeah. Dougie struggled yesterday, Doug.
Man.
You'll be better next
Yeah,
week.
more Budweiser.
Fred Brunk came back and won his match. So,
Yeah,
you
see,
know.
last week he was the hacker, and this week he was the superstar. Right?
Yep.
Just gotta, you gotta unsoft yourself. Number 2.
Did you have fun on number 2 yesterday?
Yep, I got on in 2, and then
That's what I did.
windshield wipered it all the way to 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know what I had. I was that far away in 2. That far away. And then I was from near the wall after 3. That guy didn't get laid, whoever.
I was
put
off
that.
to the left about
Oh my God.
6, 8 feet away.
Oh boy.
And I had to hit it way up. And I did it just a little too hard and it came out just the outside of the cup. And it was almost stopped.
Almost don't count.
And then it just kept going.
Yeah, almost is not a good number. So I don't know what was going on in that green. You play the lakes, you play with nonsense like that. You ought to just take that guy and put him out of his misery.
And nobody liked it. Look at these guys talking about it.
We had 3 5s and a 4. That green was crazy.
Oh,
Just-
absolutely. There's going to be some big numbers on that. There's going to be some exits today.
I think so. So how much fun did you guys have on the second green?
Horrible. Ridiculous. All 4 of us were in the same spot.
3 putts worth.
So
We ended up with 3 5s and a 4.
we ended up with 3 5s and a 6.
Mike, one of my favorite segments. It's coming back this year, and I love it. I love it.
Hopefully.
Joke of the week, man. And Warren stepped up and hit it.
Nailed it.
He nailed it. Warren, take it away, buddy.
Joke of the day.
Joke of the day. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the Pope's flying into New York and the limousine's picking him up. The limousine driver is excited to see the Pope and pick him up and drive him. So he picks him up, he's happy, they get in the vehicle. They start driving. They're talking back and forth, and the Pope says, you know, I never drove a car before in my life. And the limo driver says, well, you're welcome to drive this. So the Pope gets in the front seat, the limo driver gets in the back. They're driving around for about an hour. The Pope gets pulled over by the police. The policeman says to the Pope, I pulled you over because you were speeding, and then he recognizes it's the Pope. He says, oh my God, he says, hold on 1 second. He runs, he calls the sergeant, Sergeant, you got to get here right away. He says, I just pulled over a limousine and the most famous person in the world is in it. And he says, well, who is it? He says, I don't know, but the Pope is his driver.
Man, that's funny. Yeah. I had another one
cracked
too.
me up.
It was delivered by one of the Daves that we golfed yesterday. I'll keep the last name out so no one gets in trouble. But one of the Daves. The other day, his wife was getting all gussied up, just taking forever to get cleaned up, put on her best makeup, and he looked at her and he says, honey, why is it taking so long? We're not going to Walmart today. That's funny too, man. That's funny too. All right, standings time, man.
Yep, so
Let's get it out
so
of
we
the
got
way.
a tie at the top now. Florian Mundros have caught up
They
to
haven't
Boss
even-
and Poorman.
They haven't even been here.
Well,
They're great
George
subs.
Bills is doing well for Mike Florio. So they're tied with 77. Paff and Radgens are in second place now with 70 points.
They like fourth place, though.
You guys
Yeah.
are Gags and Horton in third with 67, and Bears and Stukel
Stooks.
1 point behind with 67.
Another team that's not, usually
Hasn't
subs.
been here.
Yeah.
But Doc Bears will be back next week.
Yep.
Can't wait to see it, Doc.
Yep. All right, man. Speaking of, Doc he went to Africa, right?
Uh-huh.
And he got all this great stories. But we had our own little wildlife, didn't we?
We did. We were on the 9th hole yesterday. And the pond on the right-hand side.
Know it real well.
I hit a great drive right
200 and
down
No.
the pine tree line, and it came down and rolled down next to the lake. Not next to the lake, behind the lake. I wish I could hit it next to the lake. But anyway, as we're waiting for some of the other guys in our foursome to take their shots and stuff, this heron, big great blue heron, comes and lands in the pond.
Yep.
And so I said, I got the camera out. I said, I'll go get a little video of it. And just as I get up there...
Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Go ahead and let's roll the tape.
Okay.
Let's roll the tape.
How amazing was that?
All right, he had his own fish fry.
Yeah.
Did you see the flip he did with the fish?
How did he get the fish from being this way to being this way?
Well, he hit crop. You crop it, and the fish.
You can turn it.
Yeah, turn it, and down it went. Whoop!
Editing techniques.
Editing techniques.
go.
Yeah, we didn't do that. He did it. All right.
All right, so what do you say? Is it time to show me the money?
Let me go find my. Oh, look what I got. Guys, ever notice?
He's got a cape.
He's got a cape.
He's a super monkey.
Okay.
All right, in the Sheeny pool, only one winner yesterday, and it was John Birchler, who parred number 3, which is the hardest hole on that thing, I think. So he got, what did he get?
Think about
How
it.
much
Think about
money?
it. Think about it.
But anyway, there's $72 carryover to next week.
Woo! What?
72. I think he got 18. All right, and in the Birchward pool, there was 3 winners at $35 each. Andy Moondros parred number 2, that crazy green. Doug Ward birdied number 7. And Dennis Lukasik, first time sub, comes in and birdies number 9, the par 5.
Good job. Good job.
Good job,
Dennis.
Dennis.
Good job, Dennis. Good job. Well, guys, that's a wrap. Another great week.
Got the lakes out of the way for 3 weeks.
Yep, Jack, if you didn't get this, let us know. We'll figure out what we're doing.
Right.
Anyway, I'm Gags.
And I'm Dunsey.
Oh boy, here we go.
And you know, when you think you've got things figured out, like JVH on that hole,
Yep.
Shakespeare once said, "A fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool."
Ha ha. All right, that's it, boys.
See you later from Mulligan's Island.
I got stiff from standing here for an hour and a half.
Can I buy you a Budweiser or what?
No, Miller Lite.
Miller, okay. Oh, you're being choosy. Nice shot, Jack. They said below the hole. You're good. No, right in the middle. That's even in the short grass, I think.
Just get it out. Just hit it. Right? Isn't that what you said? Just hit it.
Well, I think it's about 132.
If I were you guys, I'd really stand behind something. One never knows about this.
We figured we'd stand behind you.
Oh, get your balance and swing the bat.
Yeah, that's all.
Look at that.
Oh, my.
Never a doubt.
Oh,
What a shot.
outstanding.
We are coming up to Fred Hill's tree. I hit my shot over here so I could film it. Get some video. We're thinking about you, Fred.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor?